You guys obviously have a pretty experienced group of offensive linemen coming back. What's been the big focal point for you guys during the spring so far?
Just to keep doing what we've been doing. Nothing really changes as far as offensive line goes. We just, listen to our fundamentals and, stay true to our game and what we do.
Does everything feel a little bit more coordinated and you guys are on the same page more often than not, just because you have played together so often?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last spring it was a big shift, with Coach Miller getting hired and, kind of the new system getting put in. But I'd say we've gelled pretty well together. We always, as always, still got stuff to work on, but I think we're heading in the right direction.
How do you feel as though Rob is really settling in at that left guard spot this far?
I've always had faith in Rob. He's one of the most experienced guys. His grind from JUCO up to this level is really, I respect it a lot, and I have utmost faith that he'll get done what he needs to get done.
You've got Noah returning too from shoulder surgery. Just how has he looked from your vantage point thus far in spring ball?
I think he's looked pretty good. I mean, I haven't seen him play basically since freshman year, but even during that freshman year, when Cody O'Connell would, be subbed out or whatever, he would come in and, he'd do just fine. So he's going to be a strong player for us.
And Namdi's made some nice plays at defensive end. How do you think he's really refined his consistency six practices in?
I think Namdi's really stepping up as the leader of that D-line. He's definitely one of the quicker, faster guys, and one of the guys that we all on the line have great respect for. And it's fun to go against him because he's going to make us a lot better.
Abe, how'd you grade out Liam Ryan moving to left tackle?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't really seen much of him just because I'm on the other side, but he's a really big competitor, and I know that he's going to grind and work until he gets down where he needs to get down, so I'm not really worried about it.
Do you think it kind of says anything? Josh told us that he'd asked for that move to happen, and kind of left tackle more of a symbolic, kind of like the anchor on the line. Does that kind of say anything that he wanted that role?
I mean, I just think it shows how much of a leader he is. He's willing to go out of a position that he got really comfortable in and was really good at last year, and just move to a basically unknown position. Guard to tackle is a really big transition, so, I mean, hats off to him for doing that.
And I know it's a different side of the offensive line, but can you pass along some advice as far as just playing tackle and any tips that you've been able to pass along to Liam so far?
Don't get beat. The biggest thing I learned is just to have, good hands and good feet, and everything kind of just takes care of itself, I mean, and then listen to your fundamentals. But he knows all that stuff already. I'm just kind of preaching to the choir here.
Has it been fun to have Andre around the last couple of days?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pro day.
We went out to dinner together as an O-line, which was nice. We did that all last season. So, and we still talk on the regular, in our group chats and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's nice to have him around.
A little shifting and stemming today during scored reps. Just what are the biggest challenges that front seven, Coach Bellantoni and Coach Phelps, present to you as an offensive line?
Well, I mean, speed D for a reason. These guys may not be the biggest, but they're definitely fast, and it's, I mean, I really kind of appreciate how quick they are because, you get into a game and some guys may not be as fast, and so it's easier to stay in front of them a little bit because you've been going against fast guys pretty much the whole year, so, I mean, yeah, there's that.
And I know you're in a different position, but Gage is out of that mood now. Second straight practice there. He's thrown the rock around a little bit. Just what's it like to see him just recovering so quickly from his injury and being out there with you guys?
I'm happy to see what he can be able to do. I saw him at Eastern when he would play at Eastern. He was, just really impressed by his running ability and how he was able to throw a ball so accurately. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table.
How has Lamont looked? He's finally able to really get some good reps at the first team. And I know you guys saw a lot of him in O-line, D-line last year, but he seems pretty dominant out there at nose tackle.
Yeah, Lamont's a beast. He doesn't, you look at him and you're kind of, okay, he's short, a guy's a freaking tank, he's really strong, he's got good hands. Definitely one of the more stronger, difficult guys to block, but it only makes us better.
What's your sense of the energy in the drills between the offensive line and the defense?
We love to compete against each other. I think it's been pretty consistent so far in terms of keeping a high effort, high level of intensity because, offense may win one play and then the defense doesn't like that and they'll win the next play and the offense doesn't like that. So, and then, defense will go on runs, offense will stop the defense and vice versa. So having that competitive nature is really nice.
That last mark-off carry on the goal line, did he get in? Or?
Of course he got in.
Okay,
Defense is always going to say he didn't get in, but he got in, so.
Good with